Good morning. Oh yeah. This is wheat. Not it's not cultivated. This is wild. Um, Probably was cultivated probably in medieval times, and it's probably a strain of wheat that we don't use anymore because of thing. It'd be interesting actually to harvest some of this because there's enough out there just out there to harvest and make bread out and see, because I can't eat wheat at all, and see if it's edible. But there you go. It's probably about it's probably a strand that's several hundred years old at least. It probably might even go right the way back to Roman times. Anyway, not here to talk about wheat. Twitter got hacked, or apparently hacked, this week. Oh yeah, yeah, and it was revealed how they shadow ban. And I'm basically I've had three accounts on Twitter actually. Flat Earth Bloke, Adders 45, and English Bear, and they're all been now. They've all gone. But what I'm saying to you is, if you're on Twitter, get off. It is a cesspit. It's evil, and I know people feel like, oh yeah, but we can talk to people who we like minded and everything like that, But honestly, you're being suppressed. If you've got anything other than Marxist views, you're like if you say something like "every life matters," your card will be marked forever. You basically go into the bin and your circulation goes off and it's dead. And basically, I think if the left wins, I mean, we're in a massive fight at the moment between left and right, or between progressive and non-progressive. It's not really a left and right thing now anymore, because left and right is basically your two centralist sort of parties, and then you have the left leaning and the right leaning, the left leaning and the right leaning, the left leaning and the right leaning, and basically they balance each other out. So you get a fairly centralist thing, and you get a good society. But the left now is sort of like over there, and the right is sort of like the right is basically relatively very right, because the distance between them is further, but the right hasn't really moved. It's the left that's moved far to the left, and basically it just upsets the balance, and the talking's stopping, because they're basically one of the left is trying to suppress discussion and words and conversations. I put a thing on Facebook yesterday. I don't go on Facebook. I've got a Facebook account still, but I don't really go on it. And I put a thing on yesterday on Facebook, and basically the first thing came back was that I was a racist. And my post was, could you please explain how I could be racist to a religious practice? Yeah. And but if the left wins, anybody on Parler, anybody who's given any sort of views of what I would call common sense views, will be basically sent to re-education centres. And the left are already talking about the re-education centre, because but what they're doing is they're stifling. They want a war. The left want a war, because anybody who stifles speech, the only way of engaging when you can't talk is with these, and these. You've got to have speech, and we've got to protect speech, and protect it to be able to say and do what we want. Because once free speech goes, there's only one thing left, and that is war. And I tell you what, we are talking not a world war. We're talking a global war, a global civil war, which will destroy everything that we've worked for 2,000 years. It will destroy it all. And there are players above all of this lot There are people pulling the strings of the puppet masters, and they don't care about their own race. They don't care about anything. All they care about is actually power. And you have all these conspiracy theories about the people who want to depopulate the earth. Probably one of the best ways of depopulating the earth is to get everybody to kill each other. Don't fall for it. Keep speaking your mind, and keep saying what you think. And if something isn't right, say it. Don't be cowed into submission by the fear of being cancelled. I'm cancelled, but I'm still talking, right? And the only people I'll probably see this will be the people on Parler. I'll put this up on YouTube, and it won't get any views. But peace and love, everybody. So keep talking. Do not let the bastards shut you up. Take care.